Alright. Let's jump right into this game. And we have a game for you today. My goodness, I have been waiting for this moment. I've been trying to do this strategy myself. It's the Obuch Mass. How good are these guys? Good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun, as Lord Bolten does. And actually, these guys are like really weird and strange. I'm talking, of course, about the Polish new unique unit, the Obuch, that actually removes armor from your opponent. They're good against buildings, I guess, and other infantry. I wonder how they would face up against, say, oh, sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick. I wonder how they would face up against, say, for example, knights or cavalier or stuff in that nature. I think that would be a cool matchup as well. Does that armor removing do enough? And what kind of pairings can you do with this? I mean, would that actually be beneficial with that new Hussar trample bonus that the unique unit from Poles also get? Anyway, just all things to think about. Now, we mentioned that the Obuch is really good against infantry, and Lord Bolten consciously made the decision to go for the Obuch because his opponent is playing as Goths. Now, I don't want to bore you with a whole bunch of Dark Age, so we are just going to speed through this just a little bit. I mean, they're 1,500 players. They're pretty competent in Dark Age as well as... Oh, I say that. Oh, even at 1,500, guys. Even at 1,500, people still run their scouts into TCs, which is absolutely hilarious. I love how he responded to. He's just like, F. And losing your scout is a pretty big bonus because not only can you not push in deer and stuff like that, but you also don't know what your opponent is going for. Now, Lord Bolten has the luxury to check out leisurely, where's my opponent, what's he's going for, and is he going to go for a drush, or is he going to go for some sort of a archer or scout rush? Now, he is up against Goths, so archer and scouts doesn't seem very likely to me, and there is no barracks at this time. It's a little bit early, but I do expect there to be a barracks at some point. Oh, the dip, ducks, dives, and dodges from Lord Bolten's scout. And yeah, there is the barracks. Now, I wonder if he's actually going to go for it, or if this is just kind of like a psych out barracks just to make Lord Bolten think that he's going for... Oh, no, it's definitely a drush. The reason I say that is because, oh, even a mining camp invested into this drush. I wonder how many he's going to send. I mean, you could send a lot. The funny thing is, Lord Bolten is actually kind of known for doing these crazy militia rushes with 5, 6 militia. There's one game in which he plays Huns where he just sends so many. I think he sends like 7 or 8 of them at 1,500 elo. It's absolutely ridiculous, and we'll see how he likes being on the other side of it, I suppose. How many do we have here? It looks like we have 3 over here, pretty standard. 4. Okay, so 3, 4. Any more on the way? And it's probably going to be a man-at-arm rush because this was a little bit late, and he is almost in feudal already. No, not even. Okay, there he goes. It's fine. Oh, like I said, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm a little bit sick, so sorry if I'm sniffling and whatnot. I don't have many chances to cast games, so when I do have some free time, rain, wind, or snow, the Poop Lord delivers. I feel like I sound like Donald Trump there. Between the nasally and trying to the poor attempt to make jokes, but talking about jokes, my goodness, can he defend with just villagers? I feel like he's going to lose one. Yeah, okay, there he goes, and he might actually lose his scout now as well. Oh no! Although I think he'll be okay with that. 1 for 1, not too bad, but Blue is going to be very, very annoying with these men-at-arms. I can just already tell. Just poke and run. The amount of idle time, and even getting that villager kill, is well Another one. Wow, I just missed that. Frickin' lag. LOL. Ha 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 ha. Going for scouts is also interesting for me here. I feel like archers would be a much easier way to clear up these men at arms, but I think Lord Bolten is looking at the long run over here. Would not be surprised. Ah, wow, that's 1500 play for you right there. I was gonna say, once he sees those scouts, I would not be surprised if he sent some forward spearmen. But before seeing those scouts, Marian, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, already sent a spearman forward. And look how annoying he's being over here. Poke and run, poke and run, poke and run. We poke and we run, we poke and we run, we poke and we run. This being as annoying as he possibly can be. A little sip of the soda here. Don't want to miss any of this Lord Bolten action. Now, the reason that I know that it's a Obuch play at some point, I don't know how long it's going to take for Bolten to get to these Obuches, but I know this because he told me in the recording description. This is the first time I'm walking it. You can see how many mistakes I'm making, but I genuinely like to be surprised from time to time and hope that I can keep up with this relatively high-paced game. I mean, there's spearmen in the villager line, there's some militia, it looks like, running around. I think Lord Bolten will be completely fine just handling these spearmen with those villagers. Does not want... Oh! Actually, that being said... So he did go for the archery. That's surprising to me. Maybe he just figured he needed something for those spearmen, trying to get some damage done with these scouts. Oh, nice quick wall from Blue, walling that lad, that boy, walling that boy up. Can he pick off any of the villagers? Villager advantage is now in Blue's favor. Also have to watch the mini map. Ooh, picks off one. Picks off one. I think he'll be okay with that. Meanwhile, we have men at arms still on the prowl. Could do some serious damage over here, but the spearmen are out of position, and that one singular scout is not going to be able to find any more kills, and it's going to get cleared up. Oh, sand ground. That's horrible. Villager count really close. So what's the plan over here? Probably wall this side. It's quite an awkward base that Lord Bolten has to wall over here. And not a whole lot going on. Going for stone walls? Are you a mad? Those are some huge mother clucking stone walls. My goodness. Wow. He just wants to get to castle, does not want to get harassed, does not want to deal with any of these spearmen or men at arms or whatever crazy spam the Goth player is going to send out. And I like this. In the long term, this is very good for Bolten, but in the short term, can he actually get these huge walls? I mean, he's even walling this side over here. Is Blue just gonna let him? I mean, he should have recognized, right, at this point that... Let's see. What can he see from Lord Bolten? He does not see the stone wall, so he does not know how crazily Bolten is walling at this time. And he doesn't have any military units over here, although these spearmen at some point will probably... Yeah, that's going to be an awkward discovery. So now he knows that he's going for full walls. He does have skirmishers behind to protect this area. I think he might actually get this up. I was criticizing it slightly earlier, but yeah, I think he's going to get this up relatively uncontested. I mean, he has 4 skirmishers, and that's enough to keep 8 spearmen at bay, I suppose. Would actually love to have seen Blue transition into some other unit composition over here, maybe for some scouts or some I don't know, to deal with the skirms, because there's nothing. If he got some scouts out with those spearmen, he could actually do some damage. Right now, he can't do anything. And Bolten first to castle, but Blue quite close behind. And yeah, this wall is now up. How are you going to do any damage in Castle Age? I wonder how greedily Lord Bolten is going to play behind it. So it looks like 1, 2, 3 TCs over here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. He didn't really take full advantage of his full rock. And the reason I say that is every single farm that's in here gives you, what, 10% of the food right away. So that's a really, really nice bonus. So it would have been nice if he, especially since he is full wall, to have some of these farms here around that Volwalk. Even deleting that house seems worth it in my opinion. I mean, I'm nitpicking now, but I feel like as a caster, that's kind of my job. I'm looking around just to see that I haven't missed anything. It looks like free TC play from Bolten. Meanwhile, from our Gothic player, he's probably not feeling as confident to go full boom because he cannot stonewall. Goths cannot stonewall. So at any point, if Lord Bolten does go for some kind of a scout attack or something in that nature, now we both know that that's not going to go. We both know that's not going to happen because I mentioned that he's going to go for that unique unit. But honestly, is he? Oh, okay, there's the castle. There's the castle. I was going to say, it doesn't look like he can ever afford that with the amount of stone that he has in the bank. But I think he just placed it right before I looked over to the stockpile of stone. Yeah, he's not going to be able to get through this anytime soon. Blue is just standing there with his dingling in his hand. He can't do anything. He can't do damage with his military. And the amount of Obushes that are being produced is ridiculous. But yeah, they counter infantry, so why not just crank them out? Would actually love to see another castle for production's sake. And did actually surround more of that Volkwak, or I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but did actually have more farms around that special Polish mill. Wow, that's very long to say. I'm not very good at Polish, if you haven't already noticed. I'm not Polish. I do speak a bunch of languages, but Polish is definitely not one of them. Trying to keep track here of what's going to go on. Yeah, Lord Bolten can actually push, and he could actually get some Vil kills over here with these Obuch. Oh, I really want to see what happens against some of these longswords. I'm sure they just tear them to absolute shreds. But I would love to see how the armor works for this. Okay, so... Oh, wow, that was... Oh, every hit, it seems like they decrease their armor. That's cool. And I guess he stays that way, according to people I talked to, he stays that way until he gets healed, and then he gets his armor back. I wonder how fast they get their armor back. Like, if you put him into the castle, would that be instant? Oh my god, the slaughter over here. The slaughter. 32 military for Lord Bolten, and I think he should just walk around and push right in. I guess taking out the barracks is also not a bad thing. That's a production building, and wow. These guys do work against buildings. These things are so cool. I've never gotten in a situation where I felt like, oh man, why don't I go for some Obuch over here? Why don't I push with the Obuch? This is awesome. I really love this unit. I just haven't found a lot of practical use in my... And he's going to raid. He's going to raid with Obuch. How much faster are these than villagers? Doesn't look like they're much faster, but he is getting some mill picks over here. Meanwhile, okay, that's where his spawn point is. Yeah, he's quite deep, so he can't really send in reinforcements. Reinforcements will just get picked off by sheer numbers, and it doesn't look like Blue is going for a counter unit. Wow, big engage over here. And these longswords are just going to absolutely melt. Oh, archers are required. Archers are required for Blue, and they're just not here. There's nothing to counter these Obuch. You know what it is? I feel like Goths, as strong as their Gothic spam is, I feel like they're kind of one-dimensional in a lot of ways. And actually, I think this might actually win him the game right here. Or can Blue climb back from this? 27 military units only from Blue. And more Obuch are coming into Blue's base. He has to relocate over to this side. He has a castle over here, but yeah, a lot of damage being done over here. And not able to engage against these units. Not going for different counter units. I think that's a huge misplay. You need something here to deal with these Obuch at some point. And, oh my god, look at that queue. I mean, that's the spam right there. But, Imperial Age now. You can't be going for Imperial Age. Sorry, you can't be going up against soon to be. Oh, they're already elite. I missed that. Just goes to show how competent I am as a caster, I suppose. You can't go for longsword elite against elite Obuch. That's just not feasible, is it? I mean, I guess if you like outnumber them 50-1, this is just such a situational unit. But I guess in this situation, it really does work out. We'd also love to see some troops. Okay, there's the second castle to produce more Obuch, and it's going to be a slow push to victory, I suppose. Yeah, I did the challenges, okay? I did the challenges, okay. I did a thing. I did a thing, indeed. But I think this is GG right here. 8,000 to 6,000 is going up to Imperial Age, so kudos to Blue. But the villager differential is now not as big as I thought. 8 in Bolten's favor, but he is actually pushing over here. And oh no, he's going to follow it up with the elite hussar that get trample damage from the pulls. I love how we're seeing all of the unique units from the pulls. You don't see those too often. Definitely not Obuch doing so well, mind you. Like I said, I feel like they're quite situational, but in this particular situation, they're doing quite well, Larry. They're doing quite well. Go for a different unit, Blue. You need some archers or something. Getting absolutely murked here on the front. Even killing these spearmen with just a winged hussar. It does have a nice little gold. Oh, it's going to be spotted, isn't it? It's going to be spotted, isn't it? Yeah, there's just so much exposed eco from Blue, and Lord Bolten just has no exposed eco because he's full walled. And the winged hussar are here as well. So they can just run around in this farming eco for days. I think you don't even engage with these winged hussar in the main fight. You just run them around and do some raiding. Pop capped over here. How's it looking for Blue? Still 40 away from being pop capped. Is getting two-handed swordsman, and maybe at some point we'll get a champion. Yeah, does have good resources in the bank. Just spamming out whatever he can. Kind of interesting now that the pikemen are useful again because Bolten has winged hussar, but you should just run. You should just run and raid. Run and raid. And there should be some trebs coming out at some point as well to maybe take down this castle over here. Yeah, this is GG if I have ever seen it. Still fighting on though. And I love how stubborn Blue is. Blue is just like, no, we keep making infantry. Goth make infantry. Goth infantry go. I'm sorry, Goths, but you're not that OP. Let's take a look at the statistic. Oh my god. This is why you change your unit. This is why you 306 against 80. Dadgum. That's a lot. Wow. And here's your wonderful timeline. Looks like a pretty standard timeline to me. It is interesting though that Bolten went for the full wall Obuch play there, but it paid off. I was surprised he was able to get those walls up, but he did. Just goes to show. Sometimes if you know that you have the counter unit as your unique unit, just keep walking. Keep yourself safe at home and produce. And then once you're ready, bam! Smack that Gothic player for all he's worth. Interesting game for sure. Thank you again for walking. See you in the next one.